welcome to Evil Geek. On the program,
in this video I will tell you about the secrets, Easter eggs and the theories, but also show you the trophies that we can have in the game Little Nightmares and its DLC, the secrets of the Maw. If you want to have the complete game, I put a link of my Let's Play in the description, so you will have the game done in full without comments. Here we go. Initially, the game was not called Little Nightmares, but should have been called Hunger. The twin chiefs have a portrait cut in half in their room to make us understand that they are twins. They also have their beds and their toilets together. There is a theory which will explain that the lady devours the souls of the guests and that these two chiefs cook the corpse for the next guests. These twin chiefs will wear masks that are in fact masks made of the skin of the faces of the deceased guests in order to go unnoticed, well, according to one theory. The twin chiefs will be inspired by Lewis Carroll's Tweedledee and Tweedledum from Alice in Wonderland. Every time Six eats, we see his evil shadow watching him. In one of the rooms we can see one of the bags hanging from the ceiling moving. Maybe a child is there? At the very beginning of the game, when Six wake up in a large suitcase, players can see black and white pictures. One of them is the same photo which is also in the ventilation leading to the Jaw Monster room in a secret room with a gnome to hug. This figure is a metronome, one of the characters from the City of Metronome game, developed by Tarsier Studios. In a prison children's room, Six can find a music box that plays the tune to Prison Toys, recorded by composer Tobias Livja, who wrote the music for the game. In one of the rooms where the janitor stores toys, on the top shelf under a strange painting, you can see a jack in the box with a metronome head. In the secret room with the gnome next to the room with the eyes, we can see an oscilloscope box, a device that a character uses in Static, a VR game released by Tarsier Studios in 2017. We can find two letters in the game, one under the hanged man, the other on the altar hidden in honor of the lady, but we cannot open them. We see a letter on a table in the DLC. When we press the button on the television set several times, which serves to distract the janitor, we can see different very strange pictures. The last one represents a strange figure approaching a sleeping child. In one of the rooms you can see a huge high camera with which you can inspect some of rooms of the mall by pressing the button several times. After clicking on it and looking at the lady's apartment, clicking again, you can see the mirror with which 6 will defeat the lady at the end. As we pass by the girls who are eating, we can see on the painting on the walls the representation of the board in which the adventure takes place. In the DLC, we can also see a model of this one concealing a statuette of the lady, but also a table which shows us a staircase which leads to the exit, which we see in the game Little Nightmares. In the Hideaway DLC, when the boy finds the eye camera similar to Little Nightmares with 6, the last click of his eyes shows in the Monster's room, where 6 can be seen advancing through the shows. Under the playroom floor, the janitor can be seen reaching for one of the chairs, pulling out a rusty spoon and starting to rub it with a finger. It will likely be a reference to David Firth's miniseries Salad Fingers. In the residence, in some rooms, the boy can find paintings of strange creatures, among which the silhouette of a tall man, a man with thick lips, a woman in school uniform, and children with broken heads, who will be new characters that Mono and Six will see in Little Nightmares 2. The drawings made by the gnome represent past events, secrets, and many other things. We can also see several drawings in reference to 6. During the chase with the guests in Little Nightmares, we can see a portrait of the lady at the corner of a corridor with a little girl beside her. A theory had been made which said that the lady would have been the mother of 6, but this one was denied. Another theory says that the hanged man will be the butler who can be seen in a painting at the ladies, and where he will be represented hanged. There is a theory which will explain that the eyes which can turn us into ashes will be a reference to Medusa. The game will be called Little Nightmares for two reasons. The first, it is a nightmarish universe around the fear of children, and scary because we can see dead and corpses. Second, because at the end of the game, Six becomes evil after his adventure, and becomes a little nightmare. The gnomes are former children. This is what is shown by the strange shadows in this scene. We know that the theory is true with the end of the DLC. In fact, the young boy is transformed into gnome. The same gnome who, in the game Little Nightmare, offers the sausage to Six, and which she devours. The lady will have a problem with her appearance because all the mirrors are broken and she is constantly wearing a mask. In addition, there is a theory that the lady will devour souls to stay young, but that the mirrors reveal her under her true age. You can see her reflection in this scene from the DLC. The theory of ferryman that we see portrayed everywhere in the game would be a man who abducts the children to bring them back on the boat, according to the songs that we hear on TV when we try to escape the janitor who calls himself Roger because we can see his first name on his badge, will speak of the ferryman. He would have died in a storm called Veronica, hence the lyrics of the song we hear. We can also see what we think is his hat several times in the game and what could be his boat in the DLC. A comic would have been published on the Little Nightmares universe. 2 issues were published several years ago and are still available for purchase. Personal theory. We can assume that the lady had 2 sisters or at least one, and that is why in a hiding place where you can find a altar in her honor, there will be 2 paintings representing for one a girl in a red dress and another lady for the other, while the portrait of the lady standing on the altar. In addition, we can notice that there are 3 statues, but that 2 of them are already broken. There would be a theory that the game Little Nightmares would be inspired by Kim Ji-woon's Two Sisters movie. The movie is said to be about Sumi and Suyeon, two sisters who return home and reunite with their stepmother whom these two sisters don't really like. One day the stepmother's brothers and his wife visit them, and during dinner she spots a ghost of a little girl haunting the house accompanied by strange events. Even the birds die, and convinced that their death was due to Suyeon's actions, the stepmother locks her in a closet. This movie is based on a Korean folk tale, Janghwa and Hongrian. The theory that the lady would have another sister would add credibility to my theory. One can also see two headless statues of girls in the apartments of the lady. We can notice the word "hi" before entering the kitchen written in what apparently would be blood on the wall. In the dormitory, we can see two children who sleep. The one on the left is the boy from the DLC, and the girl is none other than the one we can see running away in this same DLC, since she is the only one who has a doll. In Little Nightmares, the child in the cage is none other than the boy from the DLC. We can see in a secret room an unfortunate gnome who did not survive. The twin chiefs are the only characters who aren't killed by Six or the runaway kid. Just like in the Little Nightmares with Six and the piano where you have to play a melody to unlock a success in the DLC, when you walk out the piano to play a melody under the paintings that represent the top of the boat, the painting is rises and a mini bar appears where we find the bottle. As we advance in the DLC The Residence, we can see the Shadows kids, who watch who progress in the game until the end of the game where they attack us. Have you seen them? Come on, I show you. There are several theories about the children of the shadows. It is believed that there are children who saw the face of the lady and who would subsequently be victims of a curse. Another theory would be that they appear to be summoned by the lady herself and that the lady took their child souls and used them Oswald to make sure that no child sees her without her mask. Look carefully at the books in the library here. You see, there is a book with half of the lady's face. We have to find the other book to complete the face to open a secret room for us to find a collectible. Little lost things, kindness will be your undoing. This trophy is obtained by hugging all the gnomes that you will meet on your way and who are 13 in number. Kitchen hand. The recipe is complete. The feast will be divine. For this trophy, you must put the 3 ingredients in the cauldron located in the center of the kitchen. That is to say the carrot, the fish head, and the cheese. Highly spring, you jump even higher if you knew what's left there. To get this trophy, you just have to jump on the bed several times. Rascal, little vandal, little beast, the mob will punish you at the feast. To have this trophy, you have to break 10 statues that you will meet on your way. Light up your life. Not all lights can be trusted, but they should be quite safe. To get this trophy, you need to light 20 oil lamps and candles that you can see throughout the game. For these trophies, you just need to finish the chapters. Elusive. Hey, snaky rat, how do you keep slipping away? For this trophy, all you need to do is narrowly escape an attacker during one of the pursuits. Sixth song. So many keys, yet none to unlock your cage. In chapter 2, you will at one point be on a piano. You just have to work on the piano keyboard and make music to trigger this trophy. Hard to the core. What's different about you? Why are you so brave? To get this trophy, you have to finish the game without dying in less than an hour. So close, you'll do better next time. You will get this trophy for completing the DLC chapter. Not alone. What's new with you? To have these trophies, you must collect 5 bottles. Fun and games ahead. Play nicely, no pulling hair. For this trophy, you will have to throw the ball that looks like a warped head. Any sight, the final stretch will be largely uneventful. You will get this trophy for completing the DLC chapter. Is anybody out there? I wish I could visit you there. To have these trophies, you must collect 5 bottles. Ashes in the moor, are you proud of yourself? To get this trophy, you need to steal a wooden gnome from the janitor and throw it in the boiler. We'll meet again. The final chapter is written. You will get a trophy for completing the DLC chapter. Ashes to ashes. Who knows what secrets they hold? This trophy is linked with the story of the book in the library with half of the lady's face and where you need to find the second book to complete the face. Here is the right road. I'm loving you. I'll be out of reach for a while. To have these trophies, you must collect 5 bottles. Bye bye. See you soon in your nightmare.